walked in, so we're gonna kill a little bit of time. Do y'all know what you're here to watch? Kind of?
Yes.
Yes? Nice. This movie called Summertime. We shot it 2 years ago here in LA, and it was put together by this group of spoken word poets, 5 of them here, 22 of them not here. They all worked for this organization called Get Lit that's based out of Koreatown. And this movie that you're about to see is essentially a collection of their poetry. We workshopped it together over a summer. Each of them brought a piece. We developed it into scenes, and then together we sort of like stitched it all. It happens over one summer day in LA. So it's a bit of an unusual movie, but we're very, very proud of it and excited to share it with y'all. I think we probably have like 2 weeks left, like this coming week and then 1 more week in theaters. So if you watch it and enjoy it, please send your friends and family back to see it next week. That would be wonderful. So okay, instead of doing a Q&A, we're going to do this awkward thing. We're going to talk about this before you even know what you're watching. But I'm going to let each of them introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about how they... Hi.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Tell you a little bit about how they ended up working on this movie and anything that you think they should know before watching.
Hi, I'm MJ. I wrote the scene you're gonna see. It's the scene in the Korean restaurant. It's in Korean as well. I wrote in it, and I also have featured poetry in it as well. I got started in Summertime because all the folks here, we were all in organizations together when we were younger. We were all still young. But yeah, so I've known the friends up here for years. They've known me for years. Some of them have even mentored me, Hannah and Marcus included. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Paulina Cunha Gonzalez, and I am an actor and poet and writer in this movie. I have a scene, just a hint of where I am. I'm wearing red lipstick. I'm the one wearing red lipstick, just keep that in mind. And I was like a very newish part of the program Get Lit, which is where we're all like kind of from, and during that time I was approached, asked if I wanted to be in this movie, and this is super cool because I never thought that poetry would be like a gateway into feature films, but like it's very fun to find opportunities in fun places. So I hope you enjoy the movie.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Benet. I play Benet in the film. I'm a student straight out of high school, about to go to college, kind of scared, and kind of just like realizing what LA and what summertime means to me. So I'm the one with the pink hair. You can't miss me. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey y'all, I'm Hannah, poet, writer, actor, dialogue supervisor for Summertime. They all summed it up well. These are like some of my closest friends and students who are in this movie, or poetical, as some of my friends have started calling it. The piece of information I'll give you that might be helpful in navigating this journey is that some of the poems you're about to see came into the world of Summertime fully formed. Some of them were written for Summertime, and then some of them were kind of reworked to help put the world of this movie together. So I'm excited for you all to see how all of that turns out.
Hey everybody, I'm Marcus. I play the Lyft driver. So please clap when the Lyft driver comes in. No, so I play the Lyft driver. I helped, that's a crazy thing to say, I helped mentor some of the folks who are in the film and ran poetry workshops for them, and now I get to see them succeed in a way that I could have never imagined. So my heart is filled with joy. On top of that, I run the impact campaign for Summertime because we wanted Summertime to live for a really, really long time outside of just movie theaters. Carlos, do you want me to just?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So part of our impact campaign is we couldn't stop writing. So we wrote a book. called Summertime Odes to LA. If you look it up, summertimeodestolA.com, you can buy it online. What's super cool about this is that it's an anthology of poems written by the poets you see here. Some of the poems from the movie are in this book, and then a good chunk of poems from the same poets that aren't in the movie are also in this book, so you can see their art from like all different perspectives. On top of that, there's hella visual art in this. We got 50 artists to donate beautiful, beautiful pieces of artwork in here. And we have a super special little thing for y'all today, a little challenge. What we are doing is we are giving this book away to one person who feels as though they can take this book, read it, mark it up, highlight stuff they like, put little notes, put little stars. Hold up. I love your enthusiasm, but there is a challenge to this. Before we pinky promise on this, let me tell you, and then you shoot your hand up again. So our challenge is you're going to take this book, do all of that, sign your name on it in here, put a date, and then you're going to pass it to someone that you think needs a poem, would like a poem. If you have an enemy who hates poetry, you're going to give it to them. Yeah. And then you're going to tell that person to pass it on as well. We want this to be in as many hands as possible. All of us have found a home in Los Angeles in some degree, so we definitely want folks from Los Angeles to be able to read this and take a little piece with them. So we are not selling them here because we are silly, silly people. But if you go to summertimeodestolA.com, or if you also go on Amazon, we're selling it both in those ways as well. But also super sweet that you want to buy it now. Okay, now that you know this, are you still up for the challenge?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Okay, I cannot deny that. I'm going to give it to you right now.
It's coming. Well, anyway, just want to say thank you again for coming and seeing this. We know that it's not arguably the best time to come see movies, but we appreciate that you're taking your Sunday evening to support this thing that we did. If you do enjoy it, please come back or send someone back. I think we have like 2 weeks left. We have 2 posters, a small one and a little one. I know that you haven't even seen the movie, but just pretend that you'll really like it.
It's the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone want the little one? Little one. Does anyone want the big one? Okay, there we go.
Okay, well, they're both going.
All right, so we'll get out of your hair now. Thank you all so much, and hope you enjoy it.
Thank you guys for coming.